I'm sorry. I can't help myself. You know, you'd cry too if you had this terrible karma. At first it all started because I couldn't get pregnant. And then I had a baby girl. And a month later, my husband died of pneumonia. I don't know what I did in my past lives to be this unlucky. And I feel like one of my patients in the psych ward. You know, they're always talking to themselves and crying to themselves. And I just wonder how much longer I can take it. I mean, who's gonna take care of me and my baby? And the baby, you know, all she does is cry. And maybe it's my fault. You know, I went right back to work right after she was born. So my husband stayed with her the first month of her life. And, you know, she was always Daddy's little girl. You know, she would cry, and then he'd pick her up, and then she stopped crying. And just like that, he died. He was young, only 40. And we never thought that his chest cold was that bad. So he kept going into work. And finally the boss told him he needed to stay home. So he went into the hospital, and that's when they told him that he had pneumonia. He never told me about the asthma attacks that he had in China. The pollution, the air was bad in Shanghai. But when we came to the country, you know, he didn't have those attacks. So we just assumed it was the air. And then he got sick. 1 month later, he died. I just don't have any more energy. I keep thinking about the last moments. Should I have taken better care of him? And sometimes I forget that he's gone. Time just goes by so slow. He didn't have any life insurance. All his savings, you know, we had used for the funeral. And it wasn't supposed to be like that. You know, we were supposed to grow old together and have a son. And now, you know, I'm a widow with a daughter. And when she gets married, you know, her husband's going to want her to take care of his mother. So nobody's going to take care of me. And I can't run away from it. I've even had to take extra shifts at the hospital to pay my bills and keep up with the apartment and pay my aunt. And that's becoming a problem now too, because when my husband died, she felt sorry for me. So she's been watching the baby. But now she's getting angry because I have to work long hours. So she has to work long hours. And I feel so bad. But I have to work. I'm just so tired. Sometimes I just want to run away in my mind. I think about all the drugs, you know, that we give our patients who can't take it anymore. And I think, well, maybe if I take those drugs, it would help me too. And sometimes I'll go up and see if the door's locked. But they usually always lock the medicine cabinet door. It's just the hospital policy. I guess that's too bad for me. I just feel so guilty. I don't know why I'm acting like this, It's not Lee. It's not the proper way. I have never stolen anything in my life. I don't know why I'm starting now. I know it's because of the baby. Things would be different if I had a boy. My family would be so much more helpful. And I feel like I'm bringing shame onto the family, shame on me with her. You know, in China, they would abort the baby if it was a girl. But my husband and I, we had been trying for so long to have a child. So we thought it was okay to have a girl. And he promised me that he would take care of her. And now that he's gone, I have to take care of her. It's just not fair. I hate him for dying. I've been over here for 15 years, and I wanted to stay in China with my family, and he kept telling me that it would be better in the United States. He got us our first apartment in Chinatown, and it was a tiny apartment, but I liked it. And he said that I really needed to learn English. You know, he was my husband, so I did whatever he wanted me to. That's just the way it is in China. You do as you're told. So I went to nursing school, and he got me a job right after. And then he took the money. We got a newer car, a bigger apartment. I always do what he tells me to do. Who's going to tell me what to do? I don't know how to make decisions. I don't know how. I can't sleep. I stay awake and I think about all the problems that I have and what answers I can come up with. I even thought about maybe taking another husband. But who's going to want me with a child? Then I thought about giving away my daughter. I mean, that would solve a lot of my problems. But then I think, what are people going to think? I mean, are they going to think I'm responsible? And I can't give her away. She's a reminder of my husband. He's a good man. I just feel so stuck. I don't know how to save face.